Hello, guys. So we're going live again. We're just gonna have you here to watch today, and I'll pop in and out with questions. Yeah, I'm kind of worn out from yesterday. Going live 5 hours is a lot. I've never done 5 hours. We've done 4 before, but we've never done 5. So we're pushing it. But they're back today, and we're gonna be popping in and out. But partly we're doing this for footage, and partly we're doing this because you guys want to see the progress. So good morning, everyone. Wanda, hello. Jade and Cape and Deborah, hello, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Look at here's what we got left. That's what we're starting with now. There's not a lot there. Now you can see over there. And the good news is I have already sold my microwave, one of the sinks, one of the countertops that goes with the sinks. And the oven I've had a couple offers on, and so I'm going to wait. They wanted me to come down, but I was like, well, if I don't sell it in a week, then I'll come down. I just listed it last night, like at 9 o'clock at night. And mostly I was just doing that to get stuff out of the way and get it going. I did not get my garage organized before they got here. And so I still have all my Christmas stuff and trees from all the 7 tree purchases I made. I know it's ridiculous, but got all that out there still. So I'm trying to get some of that stuff sold to get it gone and out of the way. They are up in the attic right now trying this. Let's see if I can point to it. This pipe right here is preventing my great big picture window that we really, really wanted. And I don't have to have the picture window. I mean, I'm one of those people, I'm pretty flexible. There's very few things that I really have to have. Like, I have to have this bar cut down. That's driving me nuts. But I don't have to have the picture window. That's kind of a, I don't know. That's what, perk or whatever. I don't know how you want to call it. But I have to have this bar cut down. This is just driving me batty, not having any. I only have, I think, 15 inches on each side. So I can't shoot videos. I can't do any cooking with it. So, yeah. Barb, I'm surprised you guys didn't do much of it yourselves, demo especially. Yeah. Well, they're professionals. We're reusing the cabinets. We wanted it to go simpler, so it's worth it to pay them to do that for us. So is mom feeling any better? No, not yet. Well, last night she started a new supplement and kind of started perking up a little bit. So hold on, guys. I got to go clear some stuff, and I will be right back.
Gotta save the nose.
All right. Let me get all the stuff. Oops, sorry.
Hello, everyone. So she went live already, huh? Good morning. Sonhei que eu vou jeito da cor. Vamos que vai.
Okay, so back to, we are working on Mike's brilliant idea right now. So I'm not going to show it. I know. Mike, everybody says hi. Everybody says hi. He says hi. Picture window, have it done later. Well, yeah, no, we're just going to get it all done. So they'll figure out what needs to be done. And if I need to just do a small window, I'll just do a small window. I'm like, okay with that. Are you keeping your refrigerator until you get your new one? Nope. I already got it for sale. And we have another refrigerator downstairs. So I'm good with that. Are you going to leave the backside of the island white or tile? So I hate tile. I think tile is from Satan, if you ask me. But I hate tile. I'm a full laminate Formica kind of a gal. I want it easy to clean. So it's just going to be paint for me on the back of the island. Yeah. So we just had a deer walk by. I was going to show you guys Bambi, but we just had a deer walk by. So they are working on Mike's brilliant idea. You guys are going to be I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Actually, I'm more excited over Mike's brilliant idea.
It may be hard not to share Mike's brilliant idea today.
Hey, we're not going to show it.
We're
We're not. It's going to be a surprise. I've only told one person.
We had to save the gnomes.
Yay. I love my gnomes. Actually, we could hang it right here and we can still have the counter. So they're working on Mike's brilliant idea today, which we're not going to show. I might show pieces of, but here's my calendar right here. Isn't that cute? Best friends, no matter the weather. Isn't that cute? I know. I love my garden stuff. I am a huge gardener. And so that's why I like all my little cute garden things. But yeah. When are you going to let us know on the gnome thing? They're trying to figure out where the pipe's going. So that's why she's pounding on it. We can't find where the pipe comes out at. Oops, is the mic on, Mike? Oh, yeah. Well, that needs to go away too. Oh, ours? Yeah, in our closet. Yeah, in our closet. Yeah, that's good. Oh, Carly, I'm sorry. We are amazing. Oh, thanks, Trish. Staircase down to the stockpile. That's a good guess. She's place. That's very good. That's a very good guess. Hello, Kimmy. So, Kimmy, here's what I was discouraged about. So, guys, I'm going to talk about YouTube stuff for just a second. But so here's what I'm discouraged about. It was really good info. It was great. Everybody did really good info. But we had a YouTube meeting last night with some YouTube buds. Kimmy's one of them. And they were telling us about the newest things that we need to change for YouTube again. And I was just feeling like, oh my goodness, every single week we have to do something different on YouTube to make sure the algorithm keeps pushing us out. And I'm like, I'm getting to the point where this is getting totally frustrating and not to imagine overwhelming. So anyway, that's what my whole thing was with yesterday. I'm thinking about just going back just to tips and tricks and just doing 15 ways to save in the kitchen. What do you guys think about that? Because I have actually several videos that my editors have put together for that. So I'm thinking about doing that. Kathy, Mike's idea is an inset shelves to display all your stuff. Maybe. Were they able to salvage the spice rack? Yes, they were. So I'll probably do that. Kimmy, I'm building a bunker under my house. Oh my goodness. This place doesn't need more storage. I have so much storage. I don't even use all the storage in this place. Thankfully, despite what you guys think about my garage sale and my thrift store hauls, I don't use all the storage in this place. I don't. Sorry. My cough medicine. It's not really my cough. It's actually my allergies now from all the dust and everything. So and that's what's causing issues now. But anyway. So yeah. And are you going to give each worker a sign? Oh yeah, we can if they want one. I thought about it. That's funny. A woman's kitchen has to be a happy place for her. Yes. Actually, I got to the point where for almost an entire year, I really didn't cook in this kitchen. Right after we moved, it was so inefficient and I was having such a hard time. And we had moved. I was literally cooking on one little spot. I didn't bake anything because the ovens were, you know, the convection oven with that fan. I hated that. The repair guy said that they're fine. It's just the way convection ovens are. And so speaking of which, I got to get Pistol on to talk about appliances. Maybe we could do that this weekend. And so I can't remember what I was talking about. I'm so tired. Crud, what was I talking about? Anyway, no, it's not a panic room. That's a good guess, though. Could be a panic room. Ooh, maybe we should build a panic room. Maybe we should do that. Should we make your should we make your brilliant idea a panic room, dear? Actually, you know what? I don't worry about stuff like that. People are like, oh, a panic room and all that. You know what? For me, I am not afraid of dying. I'm not. I'm like, take me, Jesus, now. It's like, I don't know. Well, let me enjoy my kitchen for about a month first. But I don't know. I don't have a fear of dying or anything. But yeah, I didn't cook for almost a year. Like, I didn't really bake anything. I cooked out of one little skillet and one saucepan because I was just getting so frustrated. That's why I wasn't doing much cooking in the kitchen, because it was just getting so hard with after moving and then trying to fight the kitchen. I was just like, forget this. So we were just eating really easy stuff. Nothing hard. Yeah, but I don't like convection. Yeah, I don't like convection ovens. So no place like Nome for the holidays. Vicky said for a mug. That's cute. That's cute. You could rent the escape world. You could rent out the escape room. That's great. Do you need a Band-Aid?
No, it's his nose.
Oh.
His nose is bleeding. Maybe a tissue.
Yeah.
Tissue, please.
Thank you.
Die schroevendraaiers is van,
Ja, maar dus er zijn die kleine
Of
zakjes.
omdat het voor is, een PVC-pipe.
Maar
Hij is net
here
niet
you go.
Ah, thank you so
you.
much.
So did you guys figure out where it goes?
Yes.
Where does it go?
It comes right straight up. It makes a 90 turn and a 90 turn, and it runs all the way on the side here. And then it goes into a bigger pipe, and it goes into the middle of your main vent.
Oh my
It
goodness.
goes in. So, yeah,
So you can take it out this way a little bit and still keep going?
that's it. We just
Yes!
need to see the bottom now. If we can find it at the bottom, we can reroute it at the bottom. We can reroute it and then come up 2 trusses further get it in, make a 90, and take it on the precise
Tear
same
out
path.
the whole wall. Oh my goodness, that's worth a new wall. Well, actually, you won't have to repair a whole lot, would you? Because it's all
No,
going to be covered by cabinets.
You'll
So,
just have to up and update, so, you know,
well, that's not bad.
so it's not you, so.
Oh yeah. Yes, I get my window. I'm so excited. Okay. So as soon as they figure out for sure, then I'm going to go order it today or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Yay, I'm so excited I get my window. So they said on the pipe, for those of you who couldn't hear because the mic's over here. So the pipe.
Klopt weer.
Hold on a second.
Klopt weer.
I'm going to let him listen.
Ja, dat is zo
Dat
leuk.
zijn.
Maar je wordt hem daar. Zie, hij moet luisteren daar.
Oh, aan.
Hij moet al luisteren.
Luister even pa. Klopt ja. Zeg maar.
Ons moet kijken.
Klopt weer.
Oké.
Oké.
Zo.
Gaan af.
So they're listening to see if they can figure out where they need to cut and that kind of thing. So,
Ja.
hold on, they're listening to what they need to do with the pipes. So that's why I'm not talking so they can hear.
Do you mean just put this in our closet, get it out of the way for now, or?
Oops.
I got it.
A sec.
Wow. Kom kijk er iets op.
You know what, Mike? Why don't you set it? Why don't you put it in Jack's room on his wall right here or this other wall?
Waar sê jy?
Hij is wel bij het.
So, Kathy, the pipe is a vent pipe, I think. Did you guys determine if it's a vent pipe?
I think it's a vent pipe, yeah. But they're gonna see because it's going up to the vent. He said so. It has to be a vent pipe.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I think it's that plumbing, I think it's the plumbing vent, and I think we saw which one it was downstairs. There's one that's the same diameter coming off the main drain down the room right below that.
Okay,
So
that makes
I
sense.
suspect that's where they're probably listening when you're tapping.
You know, why don't they label that stuff when they're making houses?
I don't know. That should
Heaven
or just
forbid.
have one specific pipe for one specific
I know. Why make it easy on people?
thing function. Yeah.
Good grief. Oh my
Color
goodness.
it different.
I know, I know. So here's what's happening, guys. So this vent pipe right, let's see, right here. Whoops, I'm bad at this. This vent pipe right here. Good grief. That hole right there in the, I can't do this. That hole over here. So the window, I couldn't get a window because of that, but they said that it goes up and over and then comes back this way up to a vent in the middle of our house. So what they're going to do is just add another few inches and just keep sending it on again. They're going to have to tear out a section of this wall, but hey, I don't care. That's fine with me. And I'm repainting the whole living room and everything anyway. So if they have to come out a little bit, it's not going to be a big deal. I was just waiting for the kitchen to get done before I painted the living room. I'll paint the living room myself. Well, though there's a section over the stairs that I don't know how I'll do. There's 2 cracks that need to be repaired. And I don't know how to repair them. I've never repaired drywall cracks like that before. It's just a settling crack. So I need to do that. And we don't have a ladder for painting the big peak. So we have another peak that's tall, like, see this peak right here. So we have another one behind me. See that one right there? And it's over the stairs. And so I don't have a ladder for that.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
But
No, Flippy. That just has a hole that goes straight across
Just-
to the other side where you were.
Oh, okay, perfect.
just turn all the lights on for him.
What's that?
Did you turn all the lights on for him? So they don't kill themselves if there's, I don't think there's stuff, but yeah. So okay, let's hold on just a second, guys. Mike's idea, a man cave. No, it's not a man cave, actually. That's funny. Hello, Tanya. How are you? Okay. So we are going to take the cabinets. So they moved all the cabinets out to the garage, and then we're going to take the cabinets and bring them back in after they get this done and refit them like a puzzle piece and see if we can get them in there. So am I staying with the same light fixtures? Probably not. So the thing with the lights is, because I'm going to be shooting more video in there, we're going to change them to YouTube video friendly lights. So I think what we're going to do is take out these lights, even though they're really pretty, and put color changing lights so that when I'm shooting for YouTube, because see, okay, YouTube lights are a different color than normal lights. So like these are a yellowy type light, but the light that you really need for YouTube is more of a blue type color. So that's what I'm doing. Susan, Mike's idea is a craft area. Oh, that's a good one. No, but it's a good idea. Mike's just dying for me to tell you what his brilliant idea is, but we have to make it a surprise now because I think it's just going to be too cool. Yeah. Have you had anyone guess the correct answer? Yes, we actually had 2 people correctly answer yesterday in the 5 hours. So she's in her apron. We use daylight bulbs. Yeah. Well, we're trying to decide if we want to use daylight, Kimmy, or what? Do you need to use different colored lights? Yes, Leanne, you do, because you can see the difference in my videos, and it makes a difference in showing stuff and the quality if you use the yellow lights versus the daylight lights. So Judy, a painting studio. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea. That's not the idea, but that's a very good idea. I have all my painting stuff just downstairs in the family room downstairs. But yeah, so it is very dusty in here. So you guys are going to see dust flying around, and I'm okay. I know. I did not do my deep cleaning for January yet for that very reason, because I knew that usually I go and deep clean everything for January, but I didn't do that because I knew that we were going to be doing this. So an elevator for the stockpile. That would be great, wouldn't it? What type of fixtures will you use? Probably see these, not my dining room light here, but these ones right back here, and this one right there. See that one right there? Probably like those. What I'd like to do is I have a Tiffany lamp. You guys remember my Tiffany lamp I got for $50 at a garage sale? You guys remember that one? And I looked it up, and I think it was $450 they wanted for it. I was like, yes. So I want to put my pink Tiffany lamp up somewhere. But where I want it is right here where the skylight is. That's a skylight. That's where I want it. But Mike likes his skylights. So, yeah. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What color? So I'm gonna wait on the color. I think I'm gonna do a video on the color. The color scheme. I do have it picked out. Do you guys want to see my plans here? So the island. So I'm changing the island so that the sink used to be right here. Okay. And then there was a pull-out trash can over here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm taking out the pull-out trash can and putting these drawers here that used to be under the sink, under the window. There used to be drawers under that one on the side. Going to take the sink totally out, make it shelves. Over here, we're going to put an 18-inch drawer that's already there. We're going to leave that drawer there and keep it there because if we decide that we really want a sink in the bar, we're going to leave the taps. We can just cut a hole in the top and put in a sink if we need to then. So we're going to try it without a sink first and see. If not, we'll pay the $500 or whatever we need to have the hole cut in the countertop. Actually, Mike can probably do that and just drop a bar sink in. The base is 18 inches for a bar sink. So I'm okay with that. Then on the end, we're going to leave this wall here. So we're going to leave the wall, but not have countertop on top here. So this is all going to be lowered to here. Okay. So this is all going to be lowered to here, but we're going to leave the wall, but not have countertop. And then I'm going to have open trash cans, you know, with step trash cans. I mean, the trash cans aren't going to be anything. I hate doing extra steps, having to open a drawer for the trash can. I don't know why that drives me nuts, but it does. I guess because my hands are always full when I'm dumping stuff for trash. So that would make sense. Guys, check out our Dining on a Dime cookbooks, 35% off right now for our New Year's sale, and our ebooks are 50% off. So for those of you just joining us, please check it out. So that's probably why I hate having trash cans. I don't like the pull-out trash cans. So that's going to be the island. So then the stove, you can see here, I'm going to have a cabinet on this side, a range instead of just a stovetop, the small shelf here, and then the corner. And then up here, we're just going to have a vent and keep these two spice shelves. That's going to happen there. And then this one is, oh yeah, this is the other side over here that they just took out right there. Okay. So this was my only countertop, but it wasn't close to anything, so it was hard to use actually. So this, we're going to move the microwave away from the stove. And then we're going to move the microwave over to, so the stove's going to be right here, and then we're going to move the microwave over to here. Okay. And so then the doorway for my hall. See the doorway for my hall right here. Okay. So then that's the doorway here, and we'll have the light switches there. So then, hold on. The window. Okay, so then I'm going to have here in the corner, I'm going to have a 30-inch drawer sink in the corner. It's going to be countertop all the way across. On top, I'm going to have another cabinet. I'm going to put my mugs up there, the plates and dishes down there. Then the dishwasher right here, and then the sink, and then another cabinet. So that's my plans. I'm so excited. So excited. I'm so excited. They're trying to listen for the pipes. That's what they're doing. Okay. So, okay. Let me go back. I'm so glad you are on. I cleaned my guys. If I inspire you to clean, get in there and take me with you and clean. I do the same thing. I turn on a pastor or somebody that I like to listen to and start listening to do one drawer at a time. This is Tara's one drawer at a time. You guys know me. Pot filler over the stove. No, I don't have water that can. I have water for the fridge, but the pipe isn't big enough to do. Oh, wait a minute.
So
Oh,
it's,
no.
it doesn't seem to be the pipe we thought it was originally. So they're trying to find it, which is probably going to require opening up something in the basement. But your water stash is blocking the way.
Oh no! Did you get it out of the way?
I moved a bunch of it. So
They're like, oh my goodness, these people are crazy. But
crazy prepper.
yeah, but listen, as they drove up, somebody said, there was another guy that pulled up and he asked them, did you guys call about a water main break?
Really?
So I'm not so crazy in my water stash. So yeah, the city was driving up as they were asking them if we had had a water main break here. So it's weird here. I've never lost water here. Like, well, no, that's not true. So when I lived in southeastern Colorado on my own, well, and then when I lived there with mom and my brother too, we lost water all the time because our well would freeze in the winter. And I mean, it would be a week before I'd have water. So that's why I stockpile water. I don't stockpile because the zombies are coming. People say, oh, what are you stockpiling for the zombies? No, I'm stockpiling because I've had my well frozen for a week or weeks on end. I've lived through 3 weeks without power. I have lived through floods where I literally could not get to the store for 2 months. And then it was when they finally got the road cleared in Idaho, it was a temporary dirt road and it was scary. Let me tell you, that was scary. And so I have lived through it. That's why I'm a prepper, because I don't prep for the zombies. I prep for life happening. My husband nailed a temporary cleat at the end of the wall, was able to use a large plank from the cleat to the top stair. He stood on the plank. Oh, that's a good idea, Miss Lisa. Oh, that's a good idea. He used a long head. That's a good idea. I might try that, because a stair ladder is ridiculously expensive. I mean, it's like $500 or something when I looked. Maybe it's not that much. Maybe I looked at the wrong one, but it was really, really expensive. So I don't know.
Where's the oven?
Now you're on.
What?
There's Mr. Brilliant Idea.
Oh, she didn't warn me.
There's Mr.
That's
Brilliant
what happens
Idea.
when you're on YouTube is they don't warn you. They just throw you on camera.
Your camera's dirty, by the way. Just so you know, I'll take you off while you clean your camera. Yeah. What was the long message? Vanessa is just a troll, spam. Guys, sometimes bots get on here and they just throw ridiculous stuff like that on there. So, Amazing Ranch. I had an outdoor elevator installed at my old house and it cost $15,000. Woo! And it kept getting stuck halfway up, so we had to end up selling the house. Oh my goodness! Wow. Lynn, I live in a house my son owns, and it is decorated in their style, so I don't really feel like I can make it mine. I have a few of my antiques I was able to move here, but it just doesn't feel like my house. Yeah, I know. This is honestly the first house that I've ever felt like this was really my house. Really. I've never had a house where I really felt like it was my house. But, yeah. Did you say a drawer sink? So, no. What I meant, I maybe said that, but that's not what I meant. So the 18-inch drawer cabinet, 18 inches is the size of a bar sink. So I put an 18-inch drawer cabinet in there so that it's the same size if we need to put a bar sink in there. Darlene, yeah, we had a cold, but now I think it's from all of the dust and everything. So I have pretty bad allergies. So I think it's just from the dust and everything. As a matter of fact, last night it looked like I had been drinking because my eyes were just all bloodshot. I was like, man, I hope I don't have to go to the hospital. They're going to wonder what's been going on. Are we taking the wall down by the stairway? Nope, those have to stay. Those are supporting walls. Where's the oven? It's out in the garage getting ready to be sold. How is mom today? I haven't talked to her today yet, so I don't know. Ooh, Amanda making homemade Taco Bell crunch wraps. Oh, they're working on Mike's brilliant idea right now. I'm not going to show you. That's going to be cool. So, oh dear, looks like we might have a determination on the pipe.
So hier moet ook 'n header inkom. So met 'n header opbou om hier te kom en hy support die traffic.
Mine is spelled exactly the same.
So dis raak om dit aan hierdie manier hierso gaan aankom.
Okay.
Yeah, Wise Mama, I remember sitting on the floor with a hand torch on the pipes. Yeah, my well would freeze in Springfield, Colorado. And did they make a determination yet on that?
Basically, they were saying just kind of what I was thinking after I talked to Paul last night. Paul.
Thank you, Paul, if you watch this later.
Yeah. In regard, you're going to have to tear out some of this wall anyway and repair it. So the idea would be to take it out and then just reroute it 2 sets over.
But did they know what it was?
I think it's the air suction from the downstairs kitchen sink. They were tapping it and we were walking around listening and Flippy and I were saying, I think it's on the other side of this wall. And we went on the other side of the wall and we're like, wait, I think it's on the other side of the wall. So now we're thinking it's in the wall.
But the sink's clear over here.
No, that kitchen sink is right underneath here. The downstairs kitchen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, and this is directly above that. So I'm thinking this is where, so we thought it was coming out of the machine room where the heater and water heater and all that is. But that's where Tara had all the backup water stored. So there were just big piles of.
I didn't get it organized yet.
It's like those plastic containers that you save for holiday the heavy duty ones, decorations and things. And there were like probably 6 or 8 of them in there full of bottles.
I put my water in them so if they leak, they don't spill.
Then there were those big, how big are those jug ones? They're like,
5 gallons.
They're big square jugs that are sort of like the size of large gas cans. Yeah. And there were a bunch of those too. So I had to kind of, they didn't ask me to, but I cleared out a space there, assuming they're going to need to be there anyway.
I think I have 50 gallons of water. Maybe not. I think I only have like 30 or 40 gallons of water down there. But
sure seemed like a lot of 30 to 40 gallons.
Seemed like 100. I think I probably only have like 30 gallons of water down there, but probably need to get more. But I'm waiting to get some shelving, which is really dumb. But I'm waiting to try and get some shelving to put it on, so it's not just sitting all over the floor in the heater room. So how long will the remodel take? So the window, when I order the window, they said it's going to be 6 weeks. If I have them do the countertops, they're going to make me a cutting board of the epoxy that they do. So I can just, play with that while they're working on the rest of the stuff. And then I can determine if they do the countertops, we won't have to wait 6 weeks to order the countertops. So that would be great. So then they can keep working. They want to be done by April because they have their landscaping business that starts in April. So, what? Again? Oh, did you get it? Oops, hold on. Let me see if I can grab it here. Huh? What? Oh, I'm not on Facebook. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, I'm on. I don't see it, Mike. Okay, you were talking about the water to the fridge. Oh, so the water to the fridge. So the ice maker pipe isn't big enough to do a pot filler. So a pot filler, let's see, right here, and the ice maker right here. It's not big enough to do both. Although I don't know if we're gonna have an ice maker in the new fridge because I'm doing an upper refrigerator and a bottom freezer. So I don't know. I'll talk to him and ask him what he thinks. Because if I can have a pot filler there, that would be great. I would love that. I've always wanted a pot filler, but it's not like a huge make or break thing for me. So they're gonna reroute the pipe if they can right here. They thought it was one pipe and now they're not sure that it's it. So they're gonna do another one. Oh, Dollar Tree is known for things. Patrick said ours is closed right now, so I hope they open up. They're having a problem.
us off there completely.
Okay, if I go away, guys, he has to turn the power off. So if I go away, we'll be back.
I'll need to get to here.
You need me to tell something?
Once you stand over here at the top of the stairs.
What are you turning on? Light in the hallway. Okay. I'll wait till. All of it.
I think we're still back on the same stream.
2,500 square feet of sod we got for free.
Do you see us, everyone?
Over 6 months dumpster diving the sod.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where the construction guys, I would take them
Do
brownies
you-
and stuff. And they, I'd tell them thank you, because they would start saving it. So then they just started bringing all the sod and rock and leftover stuff, and we landscaped our entire backyard.
Yay.
For $100.
So what happened is the breaker
I mean,
that
it
we
was
tripped.
huge.
So one of the first homeowner, I think, changed, it added a couple of things, and there's a place where they need me to turn off a light breaker, and in a completely different part of the house is the internet, and it turns out that the same breaker was the internet breaker, so it flipped the internet off. So it's kept streaming in black there for a little bit, but now we're back. So, yeah, Sab, I'm on the getting better side of the sick. Actually, yesterday I woke up and I thought I was almost completely better. But what'll happen is the congestion will come back and then it'll go away. I'm feeling a lot better, except for the from all the stuff we're trying to do at the same time. So yeah, but it's still a lot of congestion.
But you can't just pile it up in your backyard.
Blue Ridge. So I wonder if thank you. Blue Ridge can't see or hear us. Okay. Yay.
I don't want to just remove it. I don't want to just throw it away. I want to keep it at my place. So you must do something.
Yeah.
I'm just telling people to refresh if they can't see or hear us. Cool. Now Tara's here for the. So I think we were black for about a minute and a half. And now we're back. Well, StreamYard kept going, so I just rejoined the same. Since that's where everybody is.
Okay, let's see. Where are we at here? Hello, Tim. All right. Yeah, we had to switch off the power. Sorry, guys. We are trying to keep the same flooring. I may have to, let's see, Jane. Yeah. So I may have to patch some holes. So like here by the trash can, oops, right here by the trash can where the trash cans are, the flooring goes around. So I might have to put some linoleum under the trash cans. Possibly. We'll see. But
Okay, en jy sê ons het dit nodig voor ons kan bad doen hierso.
all right, let's see. Kim, I have a question on stockpiling meat. I rent, it has a small refrigerator, so I don't know how I would stockpile anything. So you may not be able to. In that situation, what I would do is stockpile canned meat, your canned beef, your tuna, your canned chicken. That's what I would stockpile for meat. So just do what you can. People see my stockpile room and they get really overwhelmed because I have this huge stockpile room now. But I have lived in a super tiny apartment before. I mean, it was like 300 square feet, 300 square feet, I think. So just use what you can. Put it under the bed. Put it under the. Oh, do you need to move the tree? You need help, dear? You got it? It's okay. It's okay. It's plastic. It's not a big deal. So they're getting ready to cut down the sink. Yay. So just do what you can with your stockpile. Don't get overwhelmed. Here's the thing, just have something, and you will start finding other places to start stockpiling in your house. The corner of a closet, under the bed, make an end table. There's tissues over here if you need some. So yeah. Will the remodel pay for itself? So it very well could pay for itself, me live streaming. we'll see how it goes.
Dis op.
I won't know until after we're done. It'll be interesting to see.
Die dishwasher moet uit.
Some people said they like watching it just because it's kind of like reality TV just happening. So that's why we're trying it. We've never done this before where we just live stream all the time.
Dishwasher moet uit.
But I think, I can see people watching that. So,
Ja,
oh, they're working on Mike's brilliant idea, but you can't see it.
Passen is papier was afgetrekt.
Our Maytag was only 4 years old. The freezer was defrosting all over the floor. Talked to an appliance guy and said that it was an issue with the freezer on bottom. Oh, really?
We want to take this dishwasher out.
Great. How's my CFS and fibromyalgia with the noise? It's weary, but it's worth it. Last night, I will not lie. Last night, I was pretty discouraged, pretty tired. Not from the remodel, from some YouTube stuff we were doing, but I think it was just because I was tired from the remodel. So, yeah.
Kom hier uit en met die dishwasher gaan daar. Okay. So ons moet kyk hoe ons hierdie kan separate van daai.
I'm so excited. Here, I'll move over here.
It's funny, after we emptied all the cabinets, I went through and I found some that we just emptied them again. And then
Oh, is there stuff in
the cabinets out? I found like 3 more that still have things in them.
We forgot to empty the dishwasher. Oops. Oh, well. That's all right. Carly says, let's see, what does Carly say? Carly says, Kim, you can buy shelf-stable meat and can at the grocery store. Yeah, you can, like, if you want to can it yourself. I don't do canning. I'm not a canner. My cousin had canning jars explode on her, cut her, and burn her really bad. So I'm just terrified because something like that would happen to me. So yeah. Raquel, do you pay cash or did you go into debt? We do not do loans, period. The only loan I would say that we would be okay with now at this point in our life is if someone had like a life and death medical emergency and we had to do it for something like that. But we have been eking along our Toyota Camry for 4 years, needing a new car between it and the pickup. And if you guys remember, like 4 weeks ago, we were having to help borrow mom's car. So between mom and Dave going to work and Jack getting to school and mom doing everything, we only had one car between 2 households with 4 people that needed to get places, 5 people that need to get places. And we just made it work. It's cheaper to take an Uber or a taxi or a Lyft or something than to get a car loan. And so we don't do loans. We pay cash for everything. The only reason why we didn't pay cash for the house was because we needed the outbuilding to store our books. So it was actually a business investment. So we could order books by the 10,000 quantity instead of 2. So hold on just a minute. Hold on.
Adding all this.
Ja,
Dus deel diensten ons het gewone
We had a question on Mike's brilliant idea that I had to go answer. So yeah, I did tell you that, but I didn't even realize you could do the other thing. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. Where are we? Paint gnomes or garden on the backside of the island. Oh, that would be cool. That's actually not a bad idea. Oh, that would be a great idea. Actually, take my old windows and make like 3 windows with a garden scene. That's a great idea, actually. Thank you, Misty. I might do that. I did not. Can you monetize this, Mike? Because we didn't monetize yesterday. Okay. I did not see that. Just a second. Tay, just wondering, how does YouTube pay out during a live stream? Are there no ads? So later when it runs, it plays ads. And we have to go in and fix the ads because YouTube, I'm not exaggerating, they will put an ad in every 3 minutes. It's absurd. So we have to go in and fix it later. I don't know why they're doing that, but yeah. We do have a water filter on this house. So YouTube didn't notify. I'm not surprised. We're having issues. Amazing Grace Ranch. My mother-in-law says she has dementia. They said they found box foods under her bed. He told her she doesn't need all that food. I thought it was funny because I share your stockpiling videos. Listen, people who have not been able to buy food in their lives understand why stockpiling food is important. The average American does not understand why you do that thing. And for us, it's not out of fear. Like I said, I have lived in a 400 square foot apartment. I wasn't afraid that I wasn't going to have food. But I don't know if my kids are going to have to come live with us, or my mom, or neighbors, or friends, or anything in some sort of an emergency. You just don't know. Also, for me, I have probably a little bit of a bigger stockpile than most people because I'm a cookbook author. And I hate going to the grocery store. And when that thing going around hit, I was in the middle of writing our, right here, our gluten-free, the green one, our gluten-free, dairy-free cookbook. And I couldn't get supplies to write the book. And that was our business. So I make sure I have flour and sugar and stuff on. Yeah. And so that's why I stockpile. But you know, like if I didn't have my stockpile, I wouldn't worry. I'm a Christian. I know God's going to take care of me. He has promised to take care of his children. We are not all children of God, despite what other people say. Just because we're a creation of God doesn't mean we're a child of God. You're only a child of God if you've given your life to Christ. So, Iris, I have a new fridge, but I didn't have the ice maker hooked up since my last one sprung a leak. Yeah. Ice maker is what breaks on every single one of our fridges. It's the ice maker. And I don't even want an ice maker. Maybe an ice maker on the inside. But the ice in this one, it actually works pretty good in this fridge. So this is the first one that hasn't broken on us. So, but having said that, all my other fridges, they did. So, Tay, I'm scared of pressure canners. Yeah. Leanne, we have not paid off the house yet. We're anticipating, well, we have it mapped out to June at the moment, but I'm seeing if we can do April. I don't know. We'll see. I have some videos planned that I think will do pretty good. If I can stop doing all this stuff. So yeah. Lynn, when everyone is on board on the same thinking of saving no debt, it works. It doesn't, especially if a spouse is not on board or cooperates. I know. I totally get that. And you know, that's a marriage issue, really.
There are ways. Well, I mean, of course, it depends on, like Tara said, if it's a marriage issue, but there are ways that a husband can, like if he's reasonable, but he's just not getting it, there are ways that he might be able to learn. Like for me, there were things where I realized, well, we didn't spend any money on anything, and I was unable to spend money on anything, and I was really upset about it. But I realized
when we first got married,
when I had the opportunity to spend money on it later, I did a couple of different times, and I thought, this isn't really bringing me the joy I thought it was going to bring me. Like it used to seem to bring me the joy. So there are those kinds of revelations or things with visuals are really useful. Of course, I was already on board at this point, but when we figured out how we were going to try to pay off our debt, I mapped out a big like a graph of how long it was going to take to pay and how much it was going to be at each point on the graph, and visually seeing that and then getting ahead of it and being more aggressive than the graph said made me feel like it was like a sporting event where you're winning. And so those kinds of things are really helpful. Now, of course, if he just doesn't want to cooperate with you about anything, then that's more of a marriage issue. So
Yeah. By the way, if you need breakfast, there's a container sitting in the sink defrosting that has food that you will like.
oh yay.
So,
Thank you.
Lee, what do you need help with? I mean, post your question. I can try and answer it because I've had fibromyalgia for 30 plus years. So, Lynn, do you get to pick what ads you want? No, we get to pick what ads we don't want. So we can say like no sexually explicit, no gambling, no, whatever. But yeah, so we don't really get to pick. Let's see. No, we have not ordered Patty yet, the window yet, because we're trying to get it situated with the pipe. How long is peanut butter good after the Best Buy date? Probably 6 months to a year. Fluffy, probably 6 months to a year. Rachel, so glad. Catch live stream. Congrats on your kitchen. Thank you. I'm so excited. Patty, it was funny watching my husband react to you talking about the window last night. He does construction here in Minnesota. So is that he the one that Mike was talking to maybe? If so, tell him thank you. Really appreciate it. Rachel, I'm a Christian too and sometimes struggle with trusting God to take care of me since he does allow Christians to suffer. How do you stay out of that fear gutter? So how does a Christian deal with fear? So first of all, you have to remember that God is going to take care of you no matter what. So even if it means the point of death, what is the worst that's going to happen? You're going to be in heaven singing praises to God. How is that a bad thing? Now, why are we going through stuff here on earth? Because Christians go through things for the glory of God. What I went through when I was growing up, Dad left us. Our family literally abandoned us. The entire family literally abandoned us. It was my mom and my brother and I in a really old cold Victorian house. Mom was trying to raise 2 kids on $500 a month. And then she was working really hard, got our house paid off, got all my dad's debts paid off, and then we got sick. How can that bring glory to God? Okay. 30 years later, we now have living on a dime, telling people how to save money. And because of that, we can tell people, even when you don't have money, you can make it through. God is going to take care of you. It may not be what you want, but God knows what you need, and it's not always what you want. And so you just have to keep in mind that your job as a Christian is to praise God, sing your praise and worship, speak out loud Bible verses about whatever the situation is right now. If it's fear or anxiety, speak those verses out loud. God does not give us a spirit of fear, but of a sound mind. A spirit of fear comes from Satan. Confusion comes from Satan. Sound mind comes from God. So speak those things out. Pray, sing praise and worship out loud. If you can't even do any of that, if you feel like you're just so paralyzed you can't do anything, just put on praise and music on your radio, or who uses a radio now? But you know what I mean, on your phone or whatever, and just play that. That is how you fight spiritual battles. And it is a spiritual battle. And everything that's going on in the world now, it is all a battle in the spiritual world. And non-Christians don't see it, but Christians, we see it all right. Even just some things, Satan just tries to discourage you sometimes. Well, it's your choice if you're going to be discouraged or not discouraged. You know, like last night, I was totally discouraged about our YouTube stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to take my allergy medicine and I'm going to go to bed and I'm going to wake up the next day and I'm not going to worry about it.
Okay, let me go switch.
So
I need you to put the lights up.
that's what you have to do.
You need to put the lights up as well.
Okay, the lights in the living. Well, gotcha. Okay.
No, living room fan lights.
Kathy, I loved your cooking shows. Will you be doing again with Kitchen Remodel? Hold on a second. They're having to figure out lights. If we leave, guys, it's because the power got turned off again. I don't know if I'm going to do more cooking videos in the new kitchen. We'll see. I am going to do cooking tips, but I don't know if I'm going to do the full live videos. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know yet. Rachel, I wish I had a profession that could start a YouTube channel. You don't have to have a profession that can start a YouTube channel. You can just show your garden. You can just show your lawn mowing. You can just show your
I think you're back on, dear. You might check.
Some of it you're kind of like, whoa. Okay.
I
Sorry,
plugged it
guys,
into a
back on
different
here.
plug because the other one that usually has the internet is off, and I accidentally.
Pulled that plug.
Well, I thought that was the one they were looking for, but I forgot the internet was on that one now. See, now people are going to say, "How come you didn't have a generator, Madam Prepper?"
That's one thing we don't have is a generator because I've never lived in all of my prepping where a generator would have helped me in the situation that I was in. So, yeah. Lynn, we had a farm buying cows came first. Of course, they had to be fed. Yeah. People have no idea how much work a farm actually is. It's a lot of work being on a farm.
Well, yeah, to the living lots, but when you put it all something that goes. So the lot that goes, the lots and that is also. Yeah.
Good, Rachel. I'm glad that's helpful for you. Good. What video content brings the most income? So what video content brings us the most income? So Mom's Social Security videos. Believe it or not, right now, our number one video is about the rapture. It just went to number one yesterday, about the rapture of the church. So right now, end times things people are really excited about. We're not a prophecy channel, so I hate to make the focus just prophecy, but we do talk about prophecy because it's part of our life and our beliefs. And then groceries now are doing really well. It used to be prepping. Actually, prepping does bring the most money. So I would say prepping first, then end times and Social Security are kind of tied, and then groceries are our next thing. How much does it cost to have a YouTube channel? Nothing. There's no fee on YouTube. Now it costs to buy the camera.
A measure of your sanity.
A big measure of your sanity. We actually was just talking to them while we were off about how is this a real job? You know, it is a real job and you will work and really work. But as far as cost, you need your camera, which you can use on your iPhone, and you can edit on your iPhone now, any phone pretty much, and upload it to YouTube, and YouTube is free. So yeah. Stop. Your cooking videos seem to be exhausting. I don't blame you for stopping them, especially as you sell your books even without them. We actually sell more books not with the cooking videos, which is crazy, but we really do. We sell more books with our prepping videos. So how do you monetize on YouTube? They have an ad system, and when you get 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers, you can monetize. It's just clicking a button and they start running ads. So so hello, just Vicky. So they've been turning the power on and off, and we got shut off for just a minute with the power. For all you guys wondering, yeah, sorry about that. It's just part of the way it's going. Let's see. Judy, I love making things better and finding deals and bargains and do my project. I'm a project gal, cleaning, organizing, go along with listening to you guys. Yay. Well, thank you. Honey Hollow says, I have a generator mainly so my husband has internet. Okay, I definitely would not get a generator just for the internet. I mean, that's fine if you do, but for me, it's unless we were running our business. If we need it for running our business, I would. But here's the thing. Will you be able to get gas? So I try to make sure if I can't get gas, my big concern, I mean, not really concern, but my big thing that I would like to get done is put in a wood stove. I wish we could get a wood stove put in, but they wanted $10,000 just for the installation. I think that's ridiculous when Mike and I can do it for like $500. But the insurance won't cover it unless it's a licensed contractor. So I would really love just to get a wood stove put in. But just to run a pipe through the roof for Mom, they wanted $4,000. I'm like, no, that's crazy. So we have the wood stoves and we'll just install them ourselves. If we have an emergency situation, I need to go get the cement backing. And what I'm going to do is get cement backing for a window, get it cut down, get a hole cut. Then if we ever have where we're out of power for a while.
Still have power here at the dishwasher.
The dishwasher itself?
Yeah.
And
Yes,
so
you see that black wire there?
the wood
Yeah.
stove.
Still got power. It's still hot, yeah. So
Um,
I'm gonna stand here.
Let me grab it.
let's see.
Yeah.
Can you see our camera setup? Let me see if I can turn.
It's still on.
Oops.
So maybe something.
So here's my
Yeah,
camera
maybe
setup.
somewhere else.
Right
You
there's
just don't know what.
Right there's the tripod and the mic right there.
Mike, I'm gonna phone you if that's fine, and then we can speak.
And then this right here on the computer is my camera. So I'm just using my computer camera right now. Let's see. I wondered if anything ever beat your mom's fitted sheet. So yes, so the Rapture video, fitted sheet is still our number one.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Rapture just became number one yesterday. And then we had our 15 ways to save for hyperinflation last year. Beat it also. Are you taxed on YouTube? Yes. It is a job. It's a regular income, so you get taxed. Honey, I am not monetized yet, but YouTube still runs ads. Yes, they do. And if I go again, guys, they're testing the power again. YouTube runs the ads because YouTube has to pay for all of the bandwidth for all of these billions and billions and trillions of video gigs that they have stored on there. So they have their expenses. So that's why they run them. So can I say that again? So you make money after you let YouTube bring ads. Yeah. Well, or if you have a product. So like we sell our Dining on a Dime cookbooks right here, 35% off right now, guys, livingonadime.com. We
When you sell your home, when it goes from one owner to the next,
For selling the house.
yeah, for selling the home, you have to keep that electrical certificate. So I used to had to go to the house and do a whole electrical test on the whole house to make sure everything is right. There's no illegal connection. Every breaker is going where it says it's going. Everything is marked and labeled like it should be. And that has to happen every time when it changes ownership of the house. So you know that when you buy a house, electrically it's sound. And they don't do it yet.
Here, if you do a project with the permit, then theoretically they checked it, but we found that that's not always the case either.
It's not always the case.
But homeowners can do things and then you don't have any idea. And I think that's what happened. I think a homeowner did some of the basement finish and they said, oh, well, here's a here's a wire over here, I'll just connect this to that.
Yeah. So everyone does their own thing at the end of the day. So it's,
Yeah.
and then that's when you get problems, you know,
Yeah.
because you switch off something. And a lot of people, if they say, listen, this is the kitchen outlets,
They trust it.
they trust it, they switch it off and they start working it with it.
That's why I like that little thing.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's my last little bit of paranoia before I.
So in South Africa, we once, when I was working by the council, as electrical engineer by the council, there was a house that burned down. And
Charging, it is live.
there was a 9-year-old little girl that actually died.
Oh, no.
And her brother, I think, was
No, that was in Moscow.
was like 12 years old. Now he had like 70% burns on his body. So very bad case. And we went and we checked afterwards, and it was because of illegal electrical connections that was made in the roof that caught light and it actually put the house on fire. And that's why they got burned like that.
Wow.
And the electrician that wrote out the electrical certificate for the house, he actually had to go to court and he was sent to jail for manslaughter because of the law.
He certified it.
Yeah, he certified. And it actually came out that the owners, they paid him for a certificate without him even coming on site and checking anything. And that's why he went to jail. But the owners that paid him actually got scot-free.
Really?
And they were the actual ones.
They didn't have also some kind of a.
Yeah, because they didn't sign the certificate either.
Okay,
So
sorry
it's a
guys.
legal document, so that's
I
why
am
they-
back. Took a potty break and a tea break. Sorry, got something in my eye now. Hold on. Sorry about that. Okay. Rachel, I find it amazing how many views grocery shopping hauls get. Yes. Yeah. I mean, just start showing your bargains. You could do anything. I'm telling you, absolutely. You could sit and pick your toe jam and people would watch that. I'm not kidding. It's crazy what people will watch. Honey Hollow, it was a matter of keeping my sanity. Yeah, totally get your sanity. If the internet goes out, then what? Well, that's why we're trying to make sure we're totally debt free. So then we'll just have to figure out what our next business is going to be. So yeah. Let's see. What was the 10,000? I missed the 10,000. I don't know if I said something about 10,000. Did I say something? Oh yeah, 10,000 books. Oh yeah. So back to what I was talking about. So we bought this house with a loan because it was more financially. It was financially better for us to take out a small $200,000 loan on this house because we would make double that by ordering our books by the 10,000 than by the 2,000. So that's why we have 20,000 books in our garage. So that was a business investment for us, and we got a 50% return on our investment for that.
For what?
By buying the house and investing and getting a loan and investing in the shop to store the books, we will make double on our investment on the house.
Because it would have cost us more to do it the other
Yeah.
way, for sure.
Yeah. So we actually did it from a financial standpoint. We tried everything we could to not have debt, but it just wasn't working. And we just felt like this was really the way to go. So, yeah. She's Place. You've inspired me to start my YouTube channel as a hobby. Well, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, 10,000 on the wood stove too. Yeah. I know, that's ridiculous. And they're going through the deck, but it's really not. They just go through the basement window and up through the deck. It's definitely not $10,000 worth of work. I can't imagine it would take them more than a day, 2 days to do. I can't even imagine it would take them 1 day to do the whole thing. I was like, that's ridiculous. So, have you ever had issues with content and the ads running? Yes, we have. And then we go in and block those ads when there's issues with the content. Yeah. Jay, Tara, so happy for you getting your new kitchen. Thank you. Yes, I know.
Okay.
I wanted it so bad, so I totally get it.
It'll
And I've
be-
lived in a trailer with
it'll be-
I've lived in a trailer house too, so I totally understand what you're feeling like. And we fixed it up. It was a rental, so we fixed it up as much as we could. But yeah,
So one thing that I've always noticed in the past when I was fixing something in our house, and we're encountering that a lot today, is somebody in the past rewired something and it's not on the breaker that it says it is. So we turned off the dishwasher breaker, and when they
It's
were
labeled wrong?
undoing the dishwasher, they found out it was still hot. There's one that was called spare that the dishwasher turned out to be on, but had to turn off half the breakers in the house to find it. And there are others. So that's one thing that's always wise to be thoughtful of, is I always assume, even when I've turned off the breaker and I'm at the plug, I have this little doodad that has a light and 2 wires. And I always test everything just before I
and he
have to
got
touch
that. So he got that for a quarter after Christmas
it. Yeah.
for 75% off or something sale. And that thing has probably saved us more medical bills.
I
than
touch
anything.
it. I use that every time just before I touch the wires. And even then I kind of slap the wire a little, because when I was a kid, I was plugging in a Christmas tree star and my fingers slid forward and grabbed the 2 tines, and the electric makes you grab. So I couldn't let go of it because my hand kept doing this. So that's why I'm always a little careful on that. And we're probably saving on energy right now because half the breakers in the house are off.
So our electric bill will go down $20 to pay for the remodel.
It'll get really dark about 4 o'clock if we're still going. Did you ever decide on any? Are you this or a different show?
I don't know. I was trying to decide if I should do a grocery show this afternoon. Should I do a grocery store this afternoon or just keep going live? I don't know. If they're working on Mike's brilliant idea this afternoon, so they're probably going to be working on your brilliant idea this afternoon. And I can't show that. So maybe we'll do a grocery live this afternoon. Okay, we'll do a grocery live. So what titles did we have picked out? Tell me one and I'll yeah. You guys, I'm going to give you a list and you guys tell me what you want to see. Must you have a product to sell? No, Amazing Grace. You do not have to have a product to sell. But if you want to make good money on YouTube, you don't have to have one. But let me tell you, I will say, YouTube ads are a bonus for us. If the YouTube ads totally went away, is the majority of our income. By the way, right here. 35% off right now, guys. Our New Year sale. Check out our cookbooks. So you don't have to. Do we meet with the accountant? Yeah. Not every quarter. Just once a year we meet with the accountant. Raquel, did you pay for a professional to make your website? Or no, we did not. Mike did the website ourselves. Actually, every time we paid for professionals, bit us in the butt. So yeah. Yeah. It is completely overwhelming and it is a lot to do. But you can pay people if you want, but we didn't. Thankfully, Mike's pretty handy. So yay. It's going.
So maak my woorde seer, hoor. Maak my woorde seer. Maak dit nog veel beter seer. Perfect.
Yay! Oh, this is exciting. Do you know why it takes so long to get monetized? It's not, it just, you have to have 4,000 view hours or 1,000 subscribers. So, yeah. It's not a matter of length, it's just getting those people. Yeah, we got a really low interest rate. We got it before the interest rates went up. So our interest is actually extremely low on this.
You need to come up with something more creative.
Okay, tips that save money. What should we do for tonight's show? Tips that save money on grocery shopping. 10 grocery shopping hacks that save money. How to save money at the supermarket. Tips for saving half on your food bill without coupons. How to save $10,000 fast. food hacks to save half on groceries, grocery budget, and food tips. 3 ways to save groceries that no one talks about. Those are our
Ooh,
options.
no one talks about? What's that? I'm curious.
You're curious? 3 grocery tips that no one
Saving
talks
half
about?
on your food bill without coupons? I'm curious on that one too. Let's see what everybody else says.
Listen to you. Oops, hold on, guys.
Alright, so
Hold on.
where is, so you're gonna have a cabin.
Main problem.
which is how-
Stop me.
So that's what we haven't figured out. So what I was doing was going from here just to get the light switches
Mhm.
here. And then I was just when I was doing everything, I was just going over here west.
So this is all.
I think this is cruel and unusual what Tara is doing, just for the record. Keeping everybody in suspense. Yeah, I didn't see you. Rose, yes. It looks like she's going to get that bigger window after all. So, yeah, right. Is hers already curly? That's funny. Save 10,000 fast. Huh? Thanks, Miss Lisa. Mike is a funny goof. I like his playful personality. Thank you. For suckers for punishment. Yeah, I see that. Actually, Rachel, Tara hates coming up with catchy YouTube titles, but just one day she just said, write these down, and she started spewing those at me. Usually we try to create something a little more cool, so. Oh, thanks. Ooh. Cruel. So I see a save 10,000 fast, and I think that's the only one I see on the titles. Oh, there's another one. Oh, 3, 4. Oh, it sounds like that's going to be the one. I'll have Tara come look in just a second. She's being asked questions. Ooh. I was about to give you some secret news. Away goes the dishwasher. Yes. I think we're going to keep that one for now. It seems to work okay. We had a problem with the roller. Oh, this is actually a great tip if you didn't know, but we had one and the roller broke and suddenly it wouldn't close and everybody was upset with it and it was really tough. So I got in and I looked at it and the roller was just broken. It had just broken. So I looked on the internet and I found rollers for $7 on Amazon. And you have to look up like the model and everything of the dishwasher. And I looked to make sure that the one on the picture looked the same as the one that we needed. And it turned out that I could just snap it off and snap it on. It was so easy. But that kind of repair, if we had paid a repair guy to come out, it'd been $150 probably. Could be more or less, but it could be more mostly depending on where you are. But there's tons of stuff. When we lived in this house in Kansas and we had a sprinkler system for the first time, one of the sprinklers stopped working. It was just spewing water straight in the air. And I was terrified because I had no idea what to do back then. And I looked on the internet and I found a sprinkler head. And we just dug a hole in the ground and replaced it. And it was like $10. But it would have cost us a couple $100 to have a sprinkler company come out and look at it. So that's one of the hugest ways to save, in my opinion, if you can fix things yourself. And like I was talking about the electric stuff, it's good to be really careful with electric. But I like doing those projects myself. But like I said, I'm super paranoid that when I turn off something, I actually have a little tester that I test it right at the spot where I'm going to be because I just don't like getting shocked. Nevertheless, there was one house where I was wearing rubber shoes, but it felt like ants were going through my hand. And then I realized, wait, this is still hot. So it's not always the same, but I would not want to play around I'd always be careful. I never want to be shocked. So anyway, actually, Jack was really happy to help with electrical things in our basement at our other place. So anyway, and I was super particular about making sure that all the things were exactly on the right breaker, nothing is overloaded, and everything works perfectly. So I think electric is one of those things that I don't want to fool around. So anyway, I'm going to go see what's going on. I'll be right back.
So you're sure on the 28th?
No.
Okay.
I'm
No, but
like,
like I said, it's
I'm like
not a,
90% sure.
yeah, but like I said, it's not,
Yeah.
you need it right now because I'm still gonna open up, clean everything and that before I actually
What?
start putting it in, so
Yeah.
What?
it's
Yeah,
more
that'll
time to do that.
Ah,
Yeah.
it's exciting.
So I'll go. Oh, it's all gone.
So, dear,
Oh, this will work great. I'm gonna put my 2 trash cans.
now
here.
she finds out about the dishwasher.
And that's loose trash cans?
It's what?
Loose.
Yes.
Not
What's the
part of
countertop
the-
So I want to
So
keep the
that-
wall here.
Yeah, and the countertop is just
Countertops?
coming
No,
off.
No,
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 countertop
just
stop
over
here.
Okay, and then just
So it's
open it.
hidden, but
Yeah.
I can just open the lid and dump.
Okay, sure. Sounds good.
And you were not sure if you wanted the countertop to come a little further this way.
So I
As
was
far as the bar.
thinking, the 44 inches or whatever the countertop was is way too big. So I was thinking slightly, a little bit shorter, 5 or 10 inches shorter.
We usually go with about a foot overhang. You had a 2-foot overhang on yours. So,
Yeah.
If you want.
yeah, so we
It
go with a
was-
foot overhang.
Ours is
I don't
like,
think we had a 2-foot overhang.
No, you had a big overhang.
It was 44 inches from here to here.
Yeah, it wasn't 2 foot.
I don't think it was 2
but it
foot.
was still, we don't.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
we
it
don't
was
expect
18
you-
inches.
So it's 18 inches?
There was an
Okay.
18-inch overhang.
So-
We don't expect to use this as a bar like it was before.
Okay.
So I think she was just thinking a reasonable amount of space.
No,
for
give
her-
it just that wee bit of space.
For her worktop, yeah.
More worktop.
Yeah.
I suppose that's.
So it doesn't have to be big enough for people to sit under it.
Yeah.
Is there a normal size that I need to do for the? an
No,
island
no,
for
that's
that?
preference now.
So I can just do whatever. Okay.
That
so
bar has
do I
been
need to make that
Tara's, the
decision
bane
right
of
now?
Tara's existence since we've lived
No,
here.
that we do when
So
we
she's
do
gonna
the
be glad.
countertops.
Well,
So-
and the reason
That's what I
why
thought.
is it looked
Okay.
fine, but it had all these,
So I didn't
I'm
think
sure a
about
lot
it,
of you already
but
know this, but it
everybody's
had all
like,
these
well, you wanna
spaces that
sit
were
in the
maybe
bar, and I'm like, but we
a
don't
foot
use
wide
that.
to
So,
do
and
kitchen,
I
to
mean, yeah,
prepare
I'm
something in the
very
kitchen or to
familiar, but I
set
don't
something
know
down. And so it was just
that
not
I
usable
can actually
space.
change
So what they're doing is they're taking the higher part,
That's
they're
all
bringing
they
it
got
down
there
so that the
to
whole
sit
bar
in.
is the same
The
height
house that
and
big anyway.
Yeah.
wide enough to do a
I
whole lot
know.
of
And
things
we
on
lowering
it. So
it now,
she's pretty
so you
jazzed
can
about
have
that.
bar stools that you can put there. You're gonna have
Sorry if
chairs and all
I'm not
that.
trying to talk quietly, just
This is gonna
a little bit of still scratchy from what we had.
Space.
Okay. How much space do you need for knee room if we decide to have sitting?
Let's see.
12 inches?
A foot, yep.
Oh,
12 inches.
Yeah,
How
well,
long
Vicky, the
12
thing on
inches
keeping
be?
the options is we were talking about the possibility of having a bar thing, but Tara would rather have more
30.
moving space through there. And we were thinking
Oh, that's what I had
if our kids all get married and have kids and
Okay,
then we have
I'll just-
grandkids over,
I think I'm
probably
just
we
gonna
would
go with
only use the bar maybe
probably
3 or 4 times a
32 or
year.
36.
And what we've done all this time up to now is if we have a bunch of people over or if anyone else in the family does, we just gather more chairs in the area and reset that. So I think that the bar thing is less thrilling. I think she'd rather have a bigger table. Hi, Roxanne. Yep, it's going well.
Okay.
Actually, we were really impressed. They gutted the whole kitchen in one day,
I want-
almost.
No.
So
I mean, I want it flat.
This, yeah, once this is
put a
gonna
lip
be
on the bar on the
open,
side in case you would spill.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it's going to be more of an island and not a bar. Tara really wants. We never use it as a bar, and we never have any time in our lives when our kids were little or anything needed a bar. So I think she would rather have an island that's functional for food prep, and that's why at the beginning when she was talking about the house, we recognized before we bought it that she didn't really love the kitchen. It looked pretty, it just didn't function pretty. Making sure nobody needed me. But largely why we're doing this is so that the sink and the dishwasher and the trash cans are all close to each other. And the baking area and the oven and the stove, all that stuff is all close instead of spread out in all different directions, which is the way it was. And I think the original people that built the house, they probably were the type that liked to entertain lots of people and had like lots of family over and 3 people in the kitchen cooking at the same time. So that probably worked for them, but it's not something that would work for most families. And that's why we're changing a lot of that. So it looks like you can ask again, but the save $10,000 fast or something was the one that I saw 4 votes for that and nothing for anything else.
Oh, save $10,000 fast. Okay, that's the one we'll do for tonight's show. Open up, huh? Open up what?
She's just commenting on conversation she's heard.
Oh, yeah, I know. You guys, yeah. It's gonna be interesting. So I had to make an executive decision, which I didn't make yet. I gotta go look at my old junk first before I can make the executive decision. I'm so excited. For Mike's brilliant idea. Okay, so they gotta go get a thing to stop up the sink so we don't have water spewing everywhere when they take the sink out. Vintage, Ken. I'm going for vintage farmhouse is what I'm going for.
So are you gonna have
So-
time to prep this beforehand if we use this one? This is the one that they seem to say, but you might want to ask
Yeah,
again.
let's take it out of the book.
And are we doing it downstairs? at the
Yeah,
stockpile room?
probably.
Okay.
Well, yeah, probably.
Have no idea what kind of thumbnail. This is the stuff we go through all the time. I like.
Thumbnail. How about, let's see, which thumbnail, guys?
No. I mean, if it's about how to save fast, is there a
I know.
specific tip you want me to
I
refer
was
to? in the
showing what
picture?
facial expression first. You have to make these decisions. I don't know. A bag of
Believe me,
groceries, guess.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, cool. I'll go work on that then.
Okay. Oh, there's the first hole for my bar. Yes. I'll be so glad when that bar is lowered. Let's see. Did you decide to go with the porcelain vintage? Oh, I have not. Well, yeah, I've sort of made a decision, kind of. A wheelchair access. Yeah, I think there is enough space. We should measure. Yeah.
There's tons of space even now.
Yeah.
And it won't get bigger.
Yeah. What's on the end caps in grocery stores? Oh, that's a good idea. Doing a video on that. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, that's a really good idea. Who's going to paint my cabinets? They are. They paint cabinets. So I've got the colors picked out already. Yeah. Miss Lisa says, because you're super paranoid, dear, about the electricity being turned off, you are still alive.
Well,
Partly, I'm super paranoid because when I was a kid, my dad occasionally tried to get me involved in something to teach me something, and he would turn off a breaker, and then he'd say, "Yeah, that power's off now. We've turned off the breaker and touch it." So, and every single time we ever tried to do anything, he would grab the wire and I'd be like, "Oh!" And so there were just a lot of home repairs like that. To be honest, it wasn't just electric, it was other things. And so it did kind of make me as a kid, I didn't process it very well as a kid. And I was thinking, I'm afraid to do anything. So it wasn't until after we got married when I tried to fix things and I ended up realizing how much I really liked it.
But not liked it enough to remodel a whole kitchen.
No, well, I mean, we're kind of,
Hey, we're live. You got to tell the truth. I don't want God striking our house down with
well, the
lightning.
truth is we're pretty busy with what we're doing on YouTube right now. And how can I delicately say, my woman is very type A and really likes to go and do lots of projects really fast. And I just thought I didn't have time. Plus, also, I had a knee surgery a couple years ago and I was still struggling with it a little. And I need to start doing some particular exercises and that. So I just figured with all that, it'd be better to have somebody else do it. But it's mostly that living on a dime is just really taking a lot of our time. So
Okay, I'll scoot over so you guys can. Oops, wrong side. So you guys can watch. Okay, so there you guys can see that better. So they're gonna paint my cabinet for me. Yeah. It's gonna be an island and not a bar. Yes, an island and not a bar. Rachel is so excited. Yes, thank you, Rachel. Thank you. Susan, are Mom and I still stocking up? So we don't ever stop stocking up. So I just use my pantry all the time. So when I run out of something, I just refill it. So it's not like I restock it all the time. Or I mean, all I do is restock it.
Again.
I think I'm not going to do the overhang for the island. Jenny, I am getting a totally different thing.
No, look up how.
Mom is still really sick. I haven't called her today, but last night, she was starting to turn to the better, hopefully, a little bit. So they do have tarps on the floor actually behind. So
Yep, that's it. Thank you.
Waar corrigeer hierdie pyp by die zinc? Ene wat.
Zeker bij die zachte, achter die vassen.
So I've already sold my microwave. Somebody's coming to look at the microwave today. I've sold one of my sinks with the countertop. I had the sink on and they asked me if I still had the countertop and I said, yeah, I'll throw that in for another $20. They were like, okay. So I was like super excited because I got the sink and the countertop and sold. And I have a couple of offers on the oven and I'll come down on the price if it's not sold by next week, but I just listed it last night. So that's a little tip, guys, that when you go to sell stuff, stick firm to your price for the first few days. And then if you don't sell it, like unless you just have to get rid of it, like you're moving or something, but then in a week or so, come down and just keep those people's texts or messages. And then you can just text them and say, hey, I didn't get it sold. Do you want it for $200 or whatever? So
It's totally fine.
I sold my sink for $50, the countertop for $20, the microwave for $100, the refrigerator is listed for $500. And I'm going to add all that up with the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
So Mom just has a really bad cold that might be turning into a sinus infection. So are you having problems getting appliances? Yes. Not near as bad as when COVID hit. It's only 6 weeks now. So that's much, much better. Saab, if you eat something that doesn't agree with you, take a regular old fashioned to Alka-Seltzer. It really helps. Rachel, people always ask for a cheaper price up front. Yeah, they do. And so I just learned to hold off and I just say, yeah, I'll consider that in a week if I haven't sold it. So Kim, they clean up all this mess and they're excellent at it. I'm going to have to clean up all the drywall in the rest of the house with the drywall dust. So yeah, it's going to be a lot, but it's okay. The fridge is right here.
The warm water.
Yeah, I turned it on last night again.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, everybody is sick in here. Ooh, good for you, Barbara, at the Goodwill. Discount date.
Die koue water is nog af van die tap af.
Okay, so it's maybe warm water.
Net die warm water wat pomp
Still
word.
turn it off, right?
The warm water, yeah.
Yeah.
The cold water, you don't have to worry about that. It's just the hot water.
All right.
Good job, Barbara. I haven't been to the restore in a couple of days because we've been doing this. I'm looking for a new kitchen table. My kitchen table is warped, and so I need a kitchen table that won't be warped anymore. Is what I'm looking for. So we'll see if we can find me one. No.
Doe nou.
All right, and turn off input and output. So
Wanneer dit wanneer doet dit?
So this are you gonna reuse this?
I'm gonna sell it.
Sell it?
is it?
Well, I was trying to say, should you use it? Oh, if you're having a hard time with it, then don't worry. I mean, we don't have to.
En moet net
She
wel
would
op
she
mij
doesn't
te
want to
pakken.
sell it, no, we'll sell it now. Just give it away. But if it's
Yeah,
needs
vanaf zo'n week,
to-
ja.
breaks,
Dus het makes sense,
we'll
want
sell
it's
it.
gonna take off
Yeah.
the line for it anyway.
Uh,
So it's all like
Well, if you can't get it out of the sink, I'll just sell the sink and the faucet together. Not a big deal.
yeah, no, that stop that I wanted to go and buy, I was thinking of just taking the pipe that is leading up to this and just,
Pitching it.
pinching it so that I don't have to go to Home Depot now. But if I'm gonna pinch it, then it's gonna be, it's gonna be damaged.
It'll be hard to.
The faucet will be damaged.
Yeah.
No, that's hard.
You guys are not gonna use any hot water now until
Thursday.
no, just until after lunch because
Oh.
it's a lot easier for me to just during lunchtime
Yeah.
shoot to Home Depot and.
We don't need hot water right now.
Okay.
How bad do you want this kitchen done?
I don't need hot water.
You don't need-
If I get my kitchen done, I don't need hot water for 6 weeks.
One thing I was saying about the faucet is, if it was something like we're trying to save the faucet, but it's gonna cost like 5 more
No.
hours of labor, it wouldn't be worth saving the
Yeah.
faucet.
Yeah, no.
If you're just gonna,
So
No.
that would be our.
if we can just leave the hot water off until after lunch.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna save the soffit and after.
Oh,
yeah. That's totally fine.
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah. the hot water has to be
There are very
turned off
few
because
things
there's
we're
a
obsessed about.
so
Changes are probably.
stopper
okay.
that they need to go buy. So he's just asking if we can do without hot water until they get back from lunch, and I'm like, yeah, I can handle that. Colors. Yes, I am using several colors in my kitchen. Think circus. So thank you, Barbara. I hope I find a table too. I wouldn't really look for one. I really like our table, except I'm not quite sure why it's getting warped. I've had this table almost 20 years. I don't know why now it's getting warped. It doesn't make sense. But I paid $20 for a kitchen table that we have now, and I love it. But when I go to work with the computer, it wobbles. So it's kind of aggravating having that happen. Yeah, I haven't purchased a cookbook yet. That is okay. I'm curious as to know what does lemon juice do in recipes that I would not normally think to put it in. So if you're using it for like sour milk and stuff, to sour milk, it just helps your baked good rise better. The acidity mixed with the baking soda makes baked goods rise better. That's why you use lemon juice or vinegar. That's why in our gluten-free, dairy-free cookbook right here, guys. Let's see. No. Right. Wait. Right here. The green one is our gluten-free, dairy-free one. 35% off right now, livingonadime.com. That's why you will see vinegar used a lot in there because it helps the baked goods rise. Is there a specific type of paint cabinet? Yes, there is cabinet paint to use. Or you can use regular paint and just lacquer them. Just kind of depends on what you want. Basically, cabinet paint is regular paint. It's just supposed to find it's supposed to last better. I don't know that it actually does, but are the old owners subscribers? I don't know if they're subscribers, but they do watch our videos. And I just sent her a text last night with pictures of the demolition, telling her there's no going back now because she's excited for my remodel too. I talk to them all the time, and so she's excited for my remodel too. Oh, Kim is making my mom's stew right now. Oh, that sounds good. We haven't had stew forever. I might make some of that. That's a good idea, actually. Just haven't had stew forever. Well, like I said, I stopped cooking a lot because I was just doing really, really simple cooking. And, it's funny because I'm a cookbook author, but I hate to cook. So that's why I wrote the cookbook, because people don't realize how easy it is. So,
Dus iets wat ons maar dat was afgezet.
So dat is afgezet.
Ja, die zal dus lang.
Oké.
Dat is afgezet.
yeah.
Maar ik kon zelfs naar eten.
So they're working on the electric and everything over there. You guys can see all the electric and all that. They're working on that. Getting that done. It's coming along. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh, thanks, Kathy, for loving our Dining on a Dime cookbooks. Thank you so much. I only cook because I like to eat. I know. Actually, okay, I don't really hate cooking. Like, I don't despise it or anything. But I just like to make sure that I don't like doing long, complicated recipes. You know, like on, what's the recipe channel now? I don't know. Wasn't there Food Network or something? Wasn't there that? I haven't had cable for so long. I don't even know what shows there are anymore. But Food Network, I think, is what it was called. Like, when you have to buy shiitake mushrooms, balsamic vinegar, I'm sorry, that's just not stuff that normal people cook with. So, Barbara, I asked and they don't do that. Unfortunately, I was kind of sad about that. So, yeah. Do y'all think to add a subscription to your channel? Yeah, then that would be more videos and more work. I'm not sure what to do, honestly, on that. I had thought about it, but I do know that we need to streamline our YouTube process because I'm getting extremely overwhelmed. I have 2 editors working on stuff to put out, and they're doing a great job. I just can't get to it. So, hi, I just got back from Shaw's here in Cape, Massachusetts. I was so excited. Girl, you would have been proud of me. I spent $76 or $75, but saved $83 and savings 53% off. And that is with 2 value packs of chicken breast, limit 2 packs. Kielbasa, buy 1 get 1 free. English muffins. Oh wow, she got a bunch of buy 1 get 1 free. Wow, go girl, good. Yay, very thrilled and thought of you and your shopping in case to do research as to who has who. Yeah, and it really does a lot of times pay to go to more than one store. People say, I don't have time to go to the grocery store. You mean to tell me you don't have time to save a couple $100? Really? No. I think you do. You just don't want to. So. So these outlets, just so you remember, I'm going to put on the inside of the shelves. So I'm keeping these outlets.
Okay, just do the other
Yeah.
side.
Yeah. I was just going to put one on each side of the shelves.
Okay, and the top ones?
That's what I was just going to move underneath.
Oh, the top ones you're putting underneath.
Yeah.
And this on the outside is staying on the outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just so you don't cut wires that you don't need to cut.
Volgende onthou, ons wil nie verder breek as wat die kante is.
I'm missing my radio show, Josephine says, to watch my live show. Oh, thanks, Josephine. So here's the other side of the kitchen right now. You can see here, they're working on the outlets and all of that. And right now they're trying to get the bar, and then later this afternoon they're going to work on Mike's brilliant idea. So excited for Mike's brilliant idea. Kim, I think of you every time I pass by McDonald's now. I don't stop. You go, girl. Tara, I said my salvation prayer. Thanks to this channel. It was years ago when you first started doing Bible shows. Oh, I am so glad you came to know Christ. Oh, that is great. I think I remember you telling me that. That is so wonderful. Barbara, what is the situation with the window? So right here is a vent pipe from the downstairs kitchen. What are you looking for, Dave? Where is Dad? I don't know where Dad is. Okay, this is a vent pipe that's right in the way of the window. For those of you wondering, I was going to have a window from here over to here, so I can look at my garden. And they are pretty sure they can do a 45-degree angle, you know, like just like that, and not a 90-degree angle, but a 45-degree angle, and move the pipe over to here and then go up and back over again, is what they're hoping. Here he is, Dave.
What?
Dave was looking for you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did you get orders done?
No, I just told the
Oops.
best mail lady on earth that they'll be here tomorrow, and she said that works perfectly for me.
Oh, they're sitting out there. I got them done.
Oh, they are.
This is Dave's. Yeah.
Oh, whoops! I told her we didn't have any. Oops.
Oh well. Okay, I just got the ads. Let's see what the ad is today. Let's see what's on sale. The mail lady just come. Mike, will you use painters? Use semi-gloss or satin for the cabinets? Probably satin. I don't
Actually,
like glossy
mostly
cabinets.
Tara does the paint.
I'm the painter.
I can paint. I was so perfectionist when we first got married to the painting that it was frustrating us both. And so finally, like, okay,
See, after you've been married 28 years, you know who's good at what and who's not, and you just say, "I'll just do that here."
I'm good at the painting. It's just that it would take a lot longer than it needs to take. So I tend to like to do the big,
And I'm
chunky,
good and fast at painting.
the big chunky parts of construction. I like more like putting the framing together and building the big battleship
Yeah.
things. The
Okay.
finishing, not so much.
Here's what's on sale this week, right here. Boneless, skinless for $247. Roast for $447. They got cuties for $297. Cereal for $1.77. 97 cents for espresso. And then let me check the other. Hold on, let me check the other one just a second. And the other store is just having their same stock up sale. So they haven't changed from last week. Apparently it's a 2-week sale this week. Oh dear, my phone is ringing. My phone is ringing. Hold on, just a second.
I don't know. C'est bien.
Yes.
Okay. Most of the work. Vanochtend gedaan, man. Zit hier s'nachts zit dat hoor.
No, they didn't really have much left for the 90% sale. Okay. Are you going to go get the antibiotics then? I would probably go ahead and get on them.
Okay.
Well, you're live, Mom, to almost 500 people, and we just can't have your snot turning green, Mom. That's just, green snot is just not good.
Huh? Okay. Wordt alles even gecorrigeerd?
Yes. So,
Is die onderste draad. Ga die onderste draad.
okay, goodbye. Okay, so that was Mom. She's headed to go get her prescription for her antibiotics because she's not doing good. Tara needs to do lots of lovely artwork. Thank you. Thank you. We have Rachel and Frugal Money Saver have inspired me to shop the loss leaders and get good deals. Yes, shopping the loss leaders is the way to save money on your grocery bill. I mean, I know there's inflation, guys, but Americans have no idea what really bad inflation is like. I mean, they really don't. I was talking to my Filipino video editor. I have one here in town, and then I have one in the Philippines. And, you know, he was telling me it's a day's wages right now to buy a pound of onions. That kind of puts it in perspective. When you have to work an entire day, how many people would be willing to work 8 hours to pay for 1 pound of onions? Yeah, you just don't eat onions then. Carol Ann, how are you, girlfriend? Yeah, doesn't my kitchen look totally different? So they're working on getting the bar down now. Then after lunch, they're gonna work on Mike's brilliant idea. So, Emery Shea, I see you. I see you. I don't know what happened. Mike?
Yeah.
We didn't block Emery Shea, did we, accidentally or anything? Do you remember? She's on YouTube and she emailed me this morning. The only thing I can think, Emery, is that maybe sometimes when we have to block people in the thing, if somebody else is before or after, sometimes we accidentally hit the wrong one. But when I went to the blocked people, I couldn't find you in there. So I don't know what's going on. That's really weird. And I haven't had a chance to look it up yet because I emailed you. So Amazing Grace. My husband wouldn't because he won't eat onions. Yeah. I mean, I don't think onions is a big loss, but yeah. Huh. I don't know what happened.
Go to our contact form, go to YouTube and put her link on our channel.
Mhm.
Her main YouTube logo.
Ja, klein minuutje.
Tell her to send us that link in her
Okay, so can you go to Emery Shea? Can you go to your YouTube and send us the link for the Emery Shea YouTube channel, and we'll look it up by that link and see if it accidentally got banned. Because
You don't think you have to.
I don't. Yeah. So I don't. We didn't purposely ban you. I don't think you may not be banned. It may just be something else that's going on.
What does it say?
What does it say when you try to post, Emery? I don't know. We'll see. Guys, don't forget to check out our Dining on a Dime cookbooks. 35% off right now for our New Year's sale. We are having our New Year's sale to get our house paid off. We're so excited. We're hoping to get it paid off quick. So 35% off our print books, 50% off on our ebooks. Yeah.
Al die dan nie uit want ons ons as dit keer. Ja, dis moet sê, dit is nie 'n issue. So, ons laat dit dan los.
So exciting. Are y'all coming on daily? So I don't know if we're gonna do this daily or not. Maybe.
Waar is die ander reg by jou?
I am gonna film daily just so that afterwards I can do like a time lapse of how everything went. Yeah. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna go until lunch, and then after lunch we're gonna quit, and then we're gonna because they're gonna work on Mike's brilliant idea, and so then after lunch we are gonna go live with a grocery show. So just so you know, Rosalind, hello, how are you? How are you?
Yeah, she's not listening.
Emery Shea, Mike, look up, and you're not listed on the band, so something else is going wrong. Imagine it daily for a month. You'd have the house paid off in no time and then some. Yeah, so I figured we would have the house paid off in 90 days and we went live every single day for 90 days. So I had thought about doing it, but it is quite a lot of work. It's very tiring going live all the time.
Did Emery Shea understand what?
We were asking about the channel thing.
I don't know.
So if Emery Shea, if you go to youtube.com and then click on your picture and where it says your channel, click that, and then whatever the link is in the bar, send that to us at our contact page on livingonadime.com, and I will check to see. You're not on our block list, but there's another. If you send me that, I can look to make sure that you're not blocked there. So we've had a few people lately that said they were blocked, and
We didn't
one
block
lady,
them.
it turned out she wasn't blocked at all, but they weren't in any place where we would have blocked them because we get a list of ones that they're actually blocked.
Yeah, and we
So-
don't block people unless they get really nasty. We really don't block people if they disagree with us. We don't have a problem with disagreeing, which I don't think you've ever said anything.
I don't remember you
But-
saying anything. Yeah.
But we don't just block people just
There
because they don't
have-
agree with us or whatever.
maybe
we
once or
block them for being
twice.
nasty.
I think once or twice, especially when we had a lot of moderators, somebody might be trying to block a troll and accidentally block somebody else. And so I will definitely go in and unblock people if you're blocked. But
Oh, there goes the sink.
since you're not on our block list, send us if you could send us that URL, I can check it too.
Okay,
'Cause-
that's not good that they're having to take the whole sink with the countertop.
Everything in the kitchen sink.
We're getting rid of everything, including the kitchen sink. Oh my goodness. Yes, Kim. Flaxseed is great for an egg substitute. It's kind of gelatin-like, and so it makes stuff rise and hold together. That's what eggs do. Is they're a binder. They hold everything together.
We can take that out.
Tanya, I have not told what Mike's brilliant idea is, because I'm going to do a whole video just on that if we don't blow it before then. I hope we don't blow it before then, because it's brilliant, and I'm keeping everybody in suspense.
Just so when
So-
we put it over here.
Sob. Maybe YouTube is shadow banning people. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, totally.
I would not. They're just doing all kinds of stuff. So
Wow.
thank you. Love your cookbook gluten-free one for a friend who tried to say gluten-free. Good job. I'm glad she likes it. I'm so glad. That's such a nice friend. So what's the situation? What is?
To see what's coming. We gotta meet.
Wow.
Ah, that'd be awesome.
Oh my.
We're excited.
So we're gonna break all of that, we're gonna break that,
Oh my.
because we gotta see what we're gonna use there as well, you know, that
Sure.
data and all of that, yeah.
So now it's the sledgehammer
Have you
time.
guys ever seen the movie Money Pit? Not Money Pit.
No, no.
It's not as clean as Mr. Blandings, but it's based on Mr. Blandings, and you guys all have to watch Mr. Blandings built his dream house. You guys will just sit there and laugh because you will appreciate it so much. It's like
It's funny from the people that live in the house perspective, but it's also funny. It'd probably be funny from doing
contractor.
jobs for people's perspective too.
Oh, I,
So, like,
I
they're
can see
drilling-
that, yeah.
Yeah, they're drilling a well, and the guy's like 270 feet down, and so they're drilling and drilling. He's like, yeah, okay, yeah, we're still going. We're looking for water and all this. And then in the next scene, you see the whole basement of the house flooding. And the guy's like, wait a minute, we're having to go 270 feet here, and it's 6 feet over here. And he said, why is that?
He didn't
said,
drill it.
well, he said, the water's 270 feet over here, and it's 6 feet over here. It's like, okay.
Yeah, he didn't drill it. Just the foundation people
Yeah.
were digging it.
Just
Oh,
hit
yeah.
a spring.
Oh,
They hit a spring, and it was like, oh my goodness.
No, I'll be shooting once I.
Yeah, you guys love
Was
it.
it cool?
Mr. Blandings builds his dream house.
Geraldine?
Yeah. And it's like the 40s, in the 40s. It's hilarious. Okay, let's see. Yes, they are making progress. We got the sink out and the countertop. Yay. I did not say, Debbie, what I'm painting it yet. I'm going to make that a video. So, actually, Robin Suspense is not overrated.
Movie site.
Stacy, I opened another browser. I have no idea, Stacy. I honestly have no idea. Because we didn't ban you. You're not on the ban list. So I don't know why they're doing that. It doesn't make any sense. But anyway. Mike, Emery Shea said that she opened another browser, still can't post. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Remember when YouTube put awful music over Big Family Homestead's video to censor what they're saying? I know, YouTube. Guys, listen, we're going to be being censored more and more. We realize that. So we're trying to get, the word out while we can, because I know especially Christians are going to start being censored a whole lot more. But we're just doing what we can right now while we can. So working on electric with Mike's brilliant idea of charging station. Actually, no, but I should do that. Actually, that's a great idea. I bet I could put a charging station in this over on this let's see, this side over here. I bet I could put a charging station there. That's a good idea. I didn't think about that. Rachel, I love both those movies. Oh my goodness, Mr. Blandings and Money Pit. I honestly wouldn't watch Money Pit now. Probably my standards have gone up for videos, but if you can get a censored verdict, Mr. Blandings, Mr. Blandings builds his dream house. Right there. Yep.
Is it backwards on the screen? Oh no, it's right.
There it is. Is Geraldine in here? Show her so she'll see what the cover looks like.
We could loan it to them since
Oh,
we just
yeah.
watched it.
Yeah.
I just saved the photo on my phone.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm
You
gonna-
guys have to
I'm gonna
watch it. You have to watch it. It's hilarious.
If you have trouble finding it, you can always borrow ours.
Like the wife changes her mind and decides to put in a flower sink, and it costs like 1/10 of the price of the whole house just to
Oh.
move this flower sink a little place, you know. So you guys would totally appreciate it. It's like ridiculous. Time frame probably 6 to 8 weeks, hopefully. We hope. If I don't have to buy any cabinets and we can Tetris and Jenga our way and puzzle our way into reusing all the old cabinets, then we're gonna be good. So, Robin, you mean we have to wait? Yes, I'm sorry. It's suspenseful. It'll keep you coming back. Sob, all of our brilliant ideas will add another 5,000. So here's the thing. So I think we're able to do my brilliant idea if we can reuse all the kitchen cabinets. That will pay for the brilliant idea. So the brilliant idea is actually solving the problem of having to buy new cabinets. And I think it will cost about the same price as when I went and looked for cabinets. It was probably going to cost me about $5,000 an extra minimum. Probably more than that. We're probably talking $7,000 for extra cabinets to fill in holes that I had, to use the old ones to match the old cabinets because they're super expensive cabinets. And so that was going to cost a lot more than Mike's brilliant idea. So actually, I think his brilliant idea is actually going to save us money. So I hope. I think so. I think it will. Do you think our beautiful country will be okay? No, I don't, Barbara. I think our country is it's still the best place to live right now, but is it going down the toilet? Yeah, it's going pretty quick. But you know what? As Christians, I don't worry about it. I think about Daniel in the Bible, where Daniel lived in very hostile country. And so, you know, I think about how he still worshiped the Lord despite what the rulers were doing to him, despite the oppression he was doing. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, same thing. They lived in a very hostile government by, you know, in biblical times, and they still worship the Lord. So, I mean, even though I think it's going in the toilet, I'm not worried about it because God's going to promise us to take care of you. If you're a Christian, God is going to take care of you. And it's about time Christians just start grasping that and saying, I'm not going to worry about it. Satan, you're not going to win. I know where you're going in the end, and I'm not going with you. So that's what we need to do. So don't be afraid, Barbara. Really, don't be afraid.
Okay.
Who knew cabinets were so expensive? Yeah, just the corner cabinet, just the top corner cabinet alone was $1,500. So it's crazy. Have you seen those outlets that recess down into your countertops and pop up when you need them? Yes, I'm not using those, but those are pretty cool. Rachel, I recently watched a YouTube reno and they used them in their kitchen island. Cool. Yeah. I may have missed this, but what are you reusing for the old kitchen? The cabinets. We're trying to reuse all the old kitchen cabinets. So, yeah. So even though I'm a Christian, I'm still working hard to conquer my fear. Yes, that's just something that Satan uses to try and keep you discouraged. So you can just say, you know what? God gives me a sound mind. Satan is the author of confusion, and I am not going for it. So you just have to keep saying it over and over again. So, I know Jeannie doesn't look like a much bigger house. Yes, fear is a liar, and it is. Yeah, you need to just remember that. We did not cover anything. I should have, and I didn't. That was my fault. Yeah, I know. I'm going to have dust and everything. Laundry chute to the basement. Nope. No laundry chute to the basement. So our laundry is on the main level. So got it. Thank you, Deanne. Got it. So Anyway.
Ja, alles in der Ordnung.
Fear keeps you busy with worry. It's a distraction. Yes, it is. That is what fear does. So, yeah, I totally agree. Oh my. My favorite tea, Catherine, is probably English breakfast. That's my favorite. English breakfast. Yeah. English breakfast. Hey, Mike. Can you run down and grab the tripod, please? To film Dad's brilliant idea. It's in the storage room, in the stockpile room.
Wait,
To set.
that's the one.
No, my tripod.
Oh.
My tripod, please. It's in the hallway.
It's in the stuff.
And can you set my phone up to record, Mike? Okay. Can you just record? So when we show Mike's brilliant idea. Tara, I bet you're happy. Yes. So we're gonna have Mike film his brilliant idea in the background, and then we'll show it in the video. So yeah. And I'm afraid. Straight
Technical problem.
You just shoot it towards them. Make sure the camera's clean. Mike, you can flip it too. You can flip it too if you need to. Did it get it? A conveyor belt. Oh, Mike, are we putting in a conveyor belt for your Taco Bell sauce? Yes, that's it. A conveyor belt for Mike's Taco Bell sauce. You got it right. Not really.
Would you be excited about something that was that much just for Mike?
Oh my.
That
yeah.
looks fine. The framing.
So yeah. So yeah. I was gonna see if we could take.
How cruel is she? I want to see some thumbs ups for cruelty.
Am I thumbs up for cruelty? Yeah, because I'm just making you guys wait. I know. Sue, I'm afraid of digital currency. Listen, don't be afraid of it. I mean, we're not going to be here for when the mark of the beast happens as Christians, so I wouldn't worry about it. You know, the rapture is happening before all of that, but we can see the setup. That's why the Bible talks about being watchmen and watching for the signs, because you see things happening as it's getting closer. You know, this is birth pangs. It's birth of a baby happening. Well, that's a great example. So yeah, don't worry about it. As a sub, I have OCD, so I have to fight the fear daily, but I just don't give up or let it win. Good job. Good job. Listen, we are in a battle between good versus evil here. It is a battle, and we are to fight as Christians, but we can put on our armor, sing praises, quote Bible verses, and we can fight. our job to fight. So yes, we keep fighting that. Oh. It's happening. It's happening.
This
It's
is gonna
happening.
be noisy again.
That's okay. We can handle it. Dave's hair got long. Yeah, so Dave and BJ both decided when COVID hit to not cut their hair. I don't know, but they both think it's pretty funny, so they've left it that way. My husband is planning on getting out of the military in 3 years and saving up. Good job. Or something. Is that far out silly? No. I would say a 3-year stockpile is fine if you can do it. Or a year worth. Wait. Oh, a year. No, I think that's fine. Just use it, rotate it. It's okay. Yeah. I know Catherine starts spring with a new kitchen and my new window to enjoy my garden. I'm so excited. This is the first, this is the first house thing that I've ever done that I actually really wanted to do because I felt like this was my house and that I was going to be at for a while. So, yeah. So, anyway. So, yes, this is a family that's working here. It's dad owns the business, grandpa, and then daughter and son-in-law. So, yep. Dave and BJ are Renaissance men. Yes, they are. It's funny. It's funny. Yes, they are cutting a hole in the wall for something. Yep, they're cutting a hole in the wall. Yeah, so we're putting in new flooring. We are not doing new flooring if we can avoid it. Hopefully not doing new flooring. Oh, Deanne, Tara's secretly putting a big tree in there. Actually,
Do you know where the soap is?
well, didn't you go look in the bathroom? Isn't that where all dish soap should be, dear?
I looked in the kitchen downstairs.
I put it in
'Cause
this
I
bathroom
figured-
before we moved downstairs, so
I see.
yes. I haven't got the kitchen stuff moved downstairs yet, so we're still finding stuff. Have your sons thought about donating their hair? Yeah, they probably will if they go ahead and cut it off. So, yeah, fear is not from God, Rose. It is not. But it does not mean that Christians don't have fear. It's just we are not to give in to it. And it doesn't mean that you're not a Christian if you give in to it. Everybody has. This is why, guys, we are saved by grace. This is the beauty of being saved by grace. Nothing we can do can get us into heaven. If it was, it wouldn't be us getting into heaven. It would be because of God. It wouldn't be us getting into heaven because of God's love and mercy for us. It would be because we were doing things to get into heaven. The Bible is very specific. We can do nothing to get into heaven. And that's why in Hebrews, I think is it 8:12? I can't remember the verse reference. In Hebrews, it says he remembers our sins no more. So even though we do sin, they have been forgiven. And God is not going to remember them when we get to heaven. He's not going to ask us, what did we do for our sins? He's going to ask us what we did to bring people to him. What did we do to tell people about him? So we're going to be rewarded as Christians. We're going to be rewarded for the things that we do for the kingdom of God, not punished for our sins. So a secret garden. Actually, no, but still, that's a great idea. Been married 22 years this month and still working on the house. Oh my goodness, you sound like my parents. My parents spent 20 years remodeling our house growing up. So I totally get remodeling. I totally get remodeling. Good job, Jeannie, getting your housework done. Yes, you have to put on your armor every morning or you'll have nothing but fear. Yes. Did I miss saying what Mike's brilliant idea is? So we are not telling what Mike's brilliant idea is. We are going to make it a surprise. Hopefully, we're going to make it a surprise. Let's see. Charlene. I didn't see Reben's comment. What was Reben's comment? We are cutting the hole in the wall. But I didn't say how big of a hole. Is the hole this way, or is the hole giant? Because we've cut lots of holes in the walls actually. So, but yes. about this big so far. So yes, the hole is about this big so far. It'll get a little bit bigger, but the hole is about this big so far. A safe room with storage. Nope, not a safe room. I've never really been into safe rooms, so that's kind of everybody's thinking. Thank you, Ruth. I'm so excited. Actually, I can see it all coming together now. So I will admit I was a little stressed trying to figure out the plans because this corner, this corner right here, this corner right here, this corner is a big problem. And so I was just stressing because I was like, I don't know what to do with this corner. So that's where my stress was. You're welcome, Kim. I'm glad you enjoy watching it. What was the hole for Mike's idea? I can't say because it'll give away Mike's idea. But it's a secret. I know. But right now the hole is about this big for Mike's brilliant idea. The hole is this big for Mike's brilliant idea. So, yes. Is it a walk-in freezer? Oh, that's a really good idea. But no, it's not.
Put off those comments. I'm thinking people are giving you too many ideas.
You think? I know. The contractor's like, stop the comments because you guys are giving me too many ideas. Actually, that's one thing Mike says thank you. Mike says we don't need more of your brilliant ideas now. Oh, that's funny. Actually, I would love to have a separate fridge and freezer. You know, have you seen those kinds, separate fridge and freezers? I've always wanted one of those, but we don't have room in this kitchen for it. But that's something I have always wanted and thought would be cool to have. I don't know. I don't need that big of a refrigerator. I don't need them to be very big. I just think that they would just be so much more efficient that way. Even if they were just a smaller all fridge and a smaller all refrigerator, then I would be good with that. Yeah, so Patty, for some reason the secret is going to drive us crazy. That's so funny. Set up a kitchen for the camera. Yeah, so that's kind of why we're doing this. This is sort of the camera at the moment. And you can see here they got the line put up, the line marked for cutting down the bar. I'm super excited for that.
Was that breakfast already ready made?
Yeah.
I didn't know it, so I put it on.
Oh, well, there was just more rice in there, so it's fine.
It's fine. Nice.
So
am I supposed to save it for anybody? Any of it?
no, you can just eat it all.
I'm only probably eat half now since I already mixed it with rice, but
Eat half. Well, it's
it was
lunch now.
delicious. I haven't eaten it yet, but I
It
know
should have been green chili, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was green chili.
She said there's some.
I couldn't get everything in the freezer because I had stockpiled last week and I had to empty this freezer. And so we have all this food in the refrigerator. I'm like, you have to eat this. You have to eat this. So we're trying to eat up all our freezer food.
She made pre-made green chili meals for me, and I didn't realize they were in there. So now I'm gonna have to be enjoying it.
Which is fine. So yeah. So we're good with that. Are you shorting the wall to make cabinets fit? Yes, we are doing that actually. Be careful with the new appliances. They listen to us now. Yeah, no kidding. I'm getting appliances that have nothing fancy in them. I'm just getting plain. No wine fridge. Nope, we don't drink wine, so I'm not putting in a wine fridge. That's a good guess. Christmas tree display. Yeah. You guys know me. I love my Christmas tree. The Hobbit diet, is that like first breakfast and second breakfast and first lunch and second lunch and all that? I bet that's the Hobbit diet. Is that it? A small wood stove in the kitchen. No, but I would love that. Oh my goodness, I would love to have a wood stove in the kitchen, actually. Sue, we are getting new appliances, or Vicky, we are getting new appliances. Yeah, I'm not getting any smart appliances. No smart appliances for me. Thank you, Vita. Thank you. Goodness. I want to find a freezer fridge that's big enough to hold my baker's rack fridge. Yeah, that would be nice. Actually, that's what I would like a single fridge and a single refrigerator for, is to hold the big pans. So when I make peanut brittle, I can just put it in the refrigerator. Be nice. Sup, are you finding it easy to unwind after this? Yeah, it does. The mess like this doesn't really bother me. I don't get bothered by the mess. It doesn't bother me. I try to keep it as organized as possible, but I realize it's just not gonna work. So yeah. A 6-top burner. Nope, I'm not getting a great big stove. Just getting a little 30-inch stove with no bells and whistles.
I have to say I was a little disappointed when they tore down the bulkheads and there weren't big bags of cash stashed in there.
I know.
I was sure there would be something like that.
It would have been nice, huh? It would have been nice, huh?
Yeah.
Are the cameras bothering our workers? I don't think are the cameras bothering you guys?
So much.
Yes, so much. He said no. I don't think so. Vicky, I don't like the side-by-side for that very reason, because I like to put my big pans of like peanut brittle or whatever I'm trying to cool down really quick. But I live in Wyoming, so in the summer, in the winter, I just throw it outside. No, it doesn't give me a headache, the noise. Yeah, the headache, it doesn't give me a headache. Are you guys cutting this down before lunch? No bells and whistles for me either for the appliances. Yeah, nope. Susan, is this our forever home? I hope so. I hope I either die or I'm raptured out from here, because I really don't want to move again. We are going to be live this afternoon. Let's see. What time are we going live, Mike, this afternoon? Well, but they may need to ask us questions, so we probably should do 4:30.
You could, I mean, we wouldn't have as many comments checked, but you could do it on that yourself. I can check comments from here, I just can't share.
Probably 4:30 this afternoon we'll go live, guys, with the 10,000. How to save $10,000 on your grocery bill. We'll do that. Good afternoon, Mel. Oh, Sab, I didn't realize you were in the UK. Maybe I did and I just forgot, but that's great. Oh, please watch the replay later, Sab. Don't stay up till midnight to watch. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's late. Yeah, we have a lot of people in England that do watch us. It's funny, we've got England, South Africa, Netherlands, New Zealand, Australia, Germany, Sweden. What other countries do we have watching us, Mike? Ireland, we have Ireland. Scotland, we have Scotland too. I don't know that we've ever had France that announced themselves. We haven't ever had, we have had Greece. Oh dear. Yeah, so, okay guys, so check out our Dining on a Dime cookbook right here. 35% off right now. They're going to be making a lot of noise, so I am going to sign off right now. We'll come back after lunch when they go to cut this, okay? I did. All right, we're going to come back after lunch when they cut down the island. All right, see you guys later.